So everyone knows with rotation, Charizard got a whole lot worse. But does it actually survive rotation, or is the deck dead now? That's the question I wondered, so that's why I've built this Charizard deck with the Dunsparce and the Dunsparce EX. So let's get into the list. So for now, this is the full list. We're playing 3 Charmander, 1 Charmeleon, 3 Charizard EX, since this is our main attacker. And under item lock from Buddy, it can be harder to find your Charizard. We're still playing Dusknoir, but just a 1-1-1 line. I know it's very thin, really squeeze it in there, but I do feel like even 1-1-1 is still strong enough to play. Yeah, I chose to go with the Dunsparce. I saw everyone still playing the Terrapagos Noctowl, and wanted to create something little different, which is still, in my opinion, at least for a Charizard deck in this format, pretty decent. Kind of surprised me actually. It's a little better than I thought, or at least in my testing. Yeah, we can find our baby Dudunsparce, or Dunsparce actually, just through Fan Rotom, and Fan Rotom is also a great way to deal with Mimikyu, and the Dunsparce EX is a great way to deal with stuff like Cornerstone Ogerpon, since we do have a hard time dealing with that. Then our ace spec is Unfair Stamp. I do feel like having something get knocked out and just hitting back with Unfair Stamp, and maybe taking a KO on something like a Fezandipiti. So yeah, we're playing Unfair Stamp. We're also playing, of course, a Team Evolution. Since this is a Buddy-dominated format, I do feel like Team Evolution should at least be included one-off. We're playing 1 Nest Ball, a Night Stretcher, and a Super Rod. At first played 2 Super Rod, but yeah, 1 Night Stretcher is still extremely strong, even with the small amount of Dusknoir in this deck. 2 Counter Catcher, really strong. I have had multiple times that something got knocked out and just Arven for Counter Catcher, or Unfair Stamp. Already had Counter Catcher in hand and then swung back with Charizard. We're playing 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, of course, for Candy, a Jacq. Jacq also got a lot better with rotation. We can find stuff like the Dunsparce, Charizard, or even the Dusknoir line. Playing 1 copy of Boss, 2 Iono, Colress is Tenacity to actually find Jet Energy in a stadium so we can knock out Mimikyu with Fan Rotom. We're playing a Turo, a Briar. Briar still a super strong card, being able to take an extra prize card, of course. We're playing 4 Arven to find our Buddy-Buddy Poffin, or Team Evolution even, in the early stages of the game. I am playing a pretty heavy line of stadium cards. So against Terrabox or Dragapult, if they both play Sparkling Crystal, it can be quite annoying dealing with Wellspring, Mask Ogerpon especially. If they just keep on attacking and attacking turn after turn, knocking 2 Pokemon out, so that's why I put the Jamming Tower in there. So far it's pretty strong. Oh yeah, and it also works for the Tank Terrapagos. And then we also have Pokemon League Headquarters, which is also a counter against Terrabox, but even more so Buddy. It has happened to me a couple times where Buddy item locks you, and you can Rare Candy into Charizard, and then you kind of lose at that point because you're going so far behind. Whereas when Pokemon League Headquarters is into play, that's also why we play 2, so you can actually find it on time. You can play Pokemon League Headquarters, and then if they don't already have Rescue Board and an energy in their hand, they just kind of whiff the attack with Buddy, or they get an energy stuck on their Buddy, which could also be very helpful. So that's why that's in here. Like I said, Jet Energies for Fan Rotom, and it's also just, by the way, a great way to get maybe the Dunsparce into active. If you're playing against some kind of like retreat lock thing, maybe attach it to the Dunsparce and shuffle it back into your deck. And then the energy, the basic fire energy count is 5. And I still feel like 5 energy is just the way to go with Charizard right now, even though the deck is a whole lot worse than before. But yeah, that's the full list, and let's go into our first match. Alright, looks like we will be going first. Let's promote Charmander here. Looks like we are against some kind of Hopsation, maybe Archaladon deck. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this match goes. Probably not playing any Buddy, which is good. Yeah, that is good for us. Let's take our mulligan for the fire. It's not great. We do have Poffin opening hand, that's nice. Get Charmander and Fan Rotom. Let's do this. It's Fan Call. Get the Dunsparce out, or I mean Dunsparce. Man, I keep messing up the name. Let's attach to the bench Charmander. Let's attach to the active, sure. And end our turn. Yeah, if they get the knockout on the Charmander, then we just respond with Rare Candy Charizard, Arven for, I think the Defiance Band was in deck. And then we just swing for 240. They get Squawkabilly. So, I think we should be fine. Play Vessel. Alright. Discarding Boss. So yeah, it looks to be more of a Hops-Zacian EX deck than Archaladon at the moment. Is discarding a couple Steel Energy or Metal. So yeah, just was about to say, probably still playing an Archaladon in there, maybe a 2-2 line, or he's just playing Hops Cramorant with the Zacian, and or I mean Archaladon in the and the Hops Zacian and the Cramorant in addition to getting the Snorlax. Yeah, he will be taking the knockout on the Charmander. As expected, that is why I got the second one back, and this guy's gonna evolve, so yeah. I would probably put it on Fan Rotom. Okay, so we promote Charmander. We get another one, so let's bench that. Let's Rare Candy. Infernal Rain. Oh, I didn't check if Defiance Band was in here. Defiance Band isn't here. Let's do this then. Let's attach there. Defiance Band and then Unfair Stamp. I mean, they only had one card in hand, so we're effectively giving them an extra card, but that's Pokemon League headquarters. And it's just Burning Darkness for knockout. Seems like a pretty good turn. We're gonna need an extra energy to attack with Cramorant. I mean, we have the Dunsparce in hand, and also the EX, which is probably not really doing anything right now, but still. We have Arven, Briar, Candy, and Ultra Ball. I mean, maybe we could. Oh, Boss was prized. Never mind. Wanted to say maybe we could Boss up Fez. But that's not gonna happen. Probably gonna is bundling here. Flip the script first. Let's see if we get anything. If they don't, we just punch Cram, I think. Maybe evolve. And then just like punch Cram. Maybe sit it out. Prime Catcher and Hops Choice Band, alright. I mean, they could Prime Catcher something, but okay, they will attach as well as in addition to the Choice Band because of the League headquarters. I mean, hitting the the 180 on the Charizard is pretty good for them, but things like Hops Zacian will still be out of range for from taking the knockout with the Instant Strike attack, so I mean that's good for us. So okay, here I think I want to try to get a Duskull, so let's runaway draw. You can get a Duskull right now. That's Arven for Poffin and Team Evolution. Let's play Poffin. Could also get Charmeleon. Also doesn't seem awful. Do this. This. Just in case we get Iono, then leave the Dunsparce for extra draw, I guess. Just Burning Darkness. I'm not sure if this was the correct play, but at least now, if we get Iono, we at least have some kind of draw on board. Hey, we get the boss, that's good. We have Charmeleon, so we're only an Ultra Ball, and I mean, effectively, we still need like a Night Stretcher because we did price the last Fire Energy, but they don't know that, so we're still keeping things open. We can even get Ultra Ball and get Dusknoir or Ultra Ball from the Dunsparce, and they don't Iono us. Then we would just have a game. Then we can boss up Fez or Squawkabilly for that matter. Take a knockout on one of the bench Pokemon. Where that be Duraludon or Iron Bundle, and then yeah, just knock it out. Okay, we'll evolve into Archaladon. Even if they swing with Archaladon here, Still think we're fine. The ability can only be used if it's on the bench, right? Did they attach it for turn? Oh, they did attach for turn. Iono. Okay, so they will Iono. Then boss will be on the bottom of our deck, as well as that Rare Candy. We get Dusclops, which will not do a lot. So okay, they do switch. We have Night Stretcher, but we have to Night Stretcher for an energy actually, so we can still get Fez. Let's remove the Dunsparce. I don't think we're able to win this turn. I think we want to shuffle the deck though. Let's get Fez. Okay, let's flip the script. Get a candy. That's something. Now we would need. Ooh, wait. No, that gets us there. Oh no, we need an Super Rod or Ultra Ball to get the. Oh yeah, that was Charizard. Okay, so then we get there, and we promote Charmeleon, evolve this. No, because there aren't any energy. We'll get the energy. Then we attach this here. We Curse Blast onto the Archaladon. We play Briar and we just, yeah, attack with Burning Darkness, taking 3 prize cards. Yeah, that was pretty smoothly actually. Alright, that's Briar. And we'll Burning Darkness for 300, taking the knockout. Well, yeah. Pretty quick matchup. Alright, it looks like we will go first. Pretty good opening hand, by the way. Poffin and Jacq playing against Polt, so probably gonna get item locked here. Unless we draw... Ooh, Iron Thorns, okay. We do find the headquarters, that's nice. Let's do this. Poffin. Probably just get this right. I think Fan Rotom is necessary then. Let's attach the Charmander. Do we play League Headquarters? I think we just hold on to that for now. Let's end our turn here. So yeah, this is a pretty big turn for them. They play the Trolley and the Team Evolution. We'll get those Dracloaks online. Of course, we are still ability locked, which is quite annoying. They also play Monkey Dory. We get Rare Candy top deck. That's good. Play Jacq. Get Dunsparce Charizard. I mean, boss scale Monkey's probably good or good enough. Oh, wait, I don't need to boss anything up. Probably still get this, though. Let's evolve this. We get Unfair Stamp, which is not really that useful right now. Can attach here. Play Candy. The active Charmander. I mean, we're not going to attack with a basic Pokemon, so sure. And we'll Burning Darkness for 180. Maybe we should have knocked out the Monkey Dory, but kind of didn't want to give him... the chance to have Fez here. And we can also finish the Iron Thorns on a later turn with Dusclops. So, unless they get Dragapult here, but they would need a lot. They would need to find some kind of like Turo, Sparkling Crystal, Energy, and Dragapult. I mean, it could also, it can always be like that, but I mean. Yeah, I mean, Dragapult on ladder probably has it, but sure. You know, normal circumstances, it wouldn't happen, so we'll see. Next turn, what do we want to do here? I mean, at this point, Monkey Dory is just annoying. They don't have a Darkness Energy attached to it yet. They're not going to attack with Iron Thorns this turn. Nah, there's the Crispin. They're not going to attack with Thorns. Probably just want to take out the Monkey Dory. Yeah, Monkey Dory here is super annoying. Yeah, attach Dark to Monkey, I guess. Yeah. I think we are gonna get rid of Monkey, and then... I mean, we don't have a lot going in our hand right now. They attach the Cloak. Yeah, it's annoying. We want to get rid of Monkey, but at the same time we kind of have the only like good way for us to do so is through Rare Candy Dragapult, Dusknoir. Because at the same time, if we let the ours just taking the knockout of Monkey Dory, fine. I don't know. Another Charizard. I mean, he didn't go for the Duskull. He's not able to knock this out and this, but he could knock out the Duskull here. Just kind of bad, knocking out a single prize Pokemon. I'm not sure. Maybe just Iono. I think Iono wasn't the play, but yeah, kind of panicked here. We do get Rare Candy Dusknoir. Okay, that's then definitely the best way to get rid of it. So I guess it paid off. Normally it probably wouldn't. I think it's probably fine to get the Dunsparce. The squad, that's Curse Blast on the Monkey Dory. We'll take a prize. So we get another Dunsparce. That's quite useless. I think we just Burning Darkness, knock out the Iron Thorns. Yeah, I think that's the correct play. Now we have 3 prizes, which is pretty good. We get Jamming Tower. That could also be good to turn off their Sparkling Crystal if they play that. Play Pokegear. We're gonna get Brock Scouting. Yeah, Pulled Thorns, I'm personally not a big fan of this deck. In my opinion, the deck is kind of mid. Just play normal Dusknoir Pulled. You could play Monkey Dory in there as well, but just don't play Thorns Pulled. I think it's in every way just worse. It was like one of the beginning stages of Dragapult, but yeah, I think the deck has evolved since Thorns Pulled significantly. So, I mean, Charizard isn't great now as well, but you know, there are always going to be people who want to play Charizard, and even I got a couple questions, you know, about Charizard in the Journey Together format. So here we are with the Dunsparce, and I kind of made it just to test out how if it could actually do something, and it kind of surprised me. Played against a couple Terabox, and also kind of tested against myself. It may sound weird, but you can literally take forever to figure everything out, and it felt pretty aight. So, I mean, it's definitely not bad. It's not terrible. Let's just leave it at that. We're gonna definitely knock out the Charmander here, and yeah, the Charmander. They have a rescue board. Okay, that's not gonna do anything though. Jamming Tower. That's good because this guy can't retreat, but at this point, it wouldn't do a whole lot for us. I actually kind of don't want to get Fez. Put Fez down. It kind of looks more like a liability at this point. They knock this out 3 maybe it isn't. No, I don't think it really is at this point. Maybe we should Ultra Ball first. I mean, is this guy gonna do anything though? Yeah, I'm not sure. Gonna leave it in the hand for now. Let's get this guy. We definitely have to get another Charmander. We do have Arven in hand, so. Do we, or do we not bench Fez? They have a Lugia. I mean, let's bench Fez. We already have a damaged Dragapult. Or a Charizard, so sure. We get this Dunsparce. Let's Runaway Draw. Night Stretcher. We could get Charmander back. Let's Runaway Draw again. Another Dunsparce. It's not bad. The Dunsparce. Guess we evolved this as well. Get rid of the easy single prize liabilities. I mean, we do still have to get Charmander back. It's kind of risky only getting one Charmander though. Isn't it? Yeah. I think it is. We could Super Rod it back. And Super Rod back the Dusknoir and then get... Nah, if we bench Duskull, it's gonna just go after the Duskull, so... Guess we bench Dunsparce. Let's get the Charmander out. Bench this as well. It's fine. Yeah, let's get the Jamming Tower in here. Do we pre-attach Charmander? I think it's fine. I think we're definitely gonna play Arven, just might as well check, right? Oh yeah, we've Unfair Stamp. Oh, of course, we have Unfair Stamp. I mean, our hand is pretty good right now, but I don't think disrupting our opponent is bad at all. So let's do this. But I want to get Duskull back so badly, you know? But if I get Duskull back, then they're gonna have to choose. If they play Hawlucha, then they're gonna have to choose between Charmander and Duskull. And if they go after Charmander and I have a Duskull on the bench, then I could Dusklops, knock out Dragapult, and then... Oh no, but because they're gonna take 3 prizes then. No, getting Duskull is never worth it here. Guess I just Unfair Stamp then. I mean, they have their cloaks on the bench. We get Counter Catcher, Poffin. Guess we just swing. I mean, Defiance Band wasn't gonna do anything, kind of thing at the deck. Maybe we should got the Team Evo then. Yeah, okay, this is pretty hard. I mean, if they only take a 2-prize turn here, I guess our win con would be Rare Candy Charizard Briar. Then we could see at least like 6 cards. So I think it could still happen if they don't take a 3-prize turn here, and we get Briar. I mean, we have Charizard in hand. We can see 6 cards. Maybe get another Dunsparce. Ooh, they could also retreat into another Dragapult, if that's what they're thinking of doing. Or they're just preparing the Dracloak. Yeah, that is why Briar is just still such a good card. I keep underestimating how good Briar is, and then in situations like this, when I already completely forgot about Briar. Ooh, they do get the Evolve. Okay, yeah. Okay, but we have Counter Catcher in hand, so that's fine. We have Counter Catcher. That's fine. We could Counter Catcher, then we would need, we still just need Rare Candy Briar, so we're definitely going to Counter Catcher up this guy. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Because at this point, we don't knock it out, so. Yeah, let's just pray that the 6 cards we see, are enough. That's really, the only thing we have to pray now. We gotta hope for, yeah. I mean, this makes sense. We're just gonna promote Charizard here. There should be at least another energy in deck. Yeah, Briar, Rare Candy is are 2 pieces we need. An energy. Okay. Should we we should Poffin, you know? Thinning is winning, so we should Poffin. I think either way we just lose probably if we whiff it, so. Let's flip the script first. We find we find nothing. Let's run our draw. We find another Dunsparce. I mean, something. I could still find it. It's just still very unlikely. Okay. Well, Briar or Candy, come on. Rare Candy. We could Rare Candy Charizard. We could still Ultra Ball for Dunsparce. Oh no, we just benched those. Let's Infernal Rain attach here. Maybe we should Turo up the Fez, Counter Catcher up this guy. And No, but then that also wouldn't make any sense. I mean, we have boss in hand though. We have boss in hand, so it would make sense. Then we just boss up to Cloak or Thorns and knock that out as our final prize. Could do that. Not against it. Turo up the Fez. Counter catcher. Not all hope is lost yet. Do we want to thin out the hand? Just because of just in case of an Iono? Maybe discard these. Like, we have game in hand if they don't. If I'm not overseeing anything here, so I think I want to get something that I don't need, right? The Dunsparce isn't gonna be. I mean, this guy is definitely useless, so let's get this guy. Let's attach here. And let's just Burning Darkness for 300. Yeah, I think this was the best play now. Now they need, like, still need an Halucha. And we have game in hand, so we are threatening to win next turn if they don't win this turn. And if they Iono us, then, I mean, we're only gonna see one card. That's like the big thing. So yeah, Iono would probably stop our entire game plan. But even if we no, and we don't have enough energy to get something like, if we get Jet Energy, then we could still like Jet Energy up Fan Rotom, just swing for 70, and then pray they don't have boss. But at that point, they're just probably gonna have boss or counter catcher. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's not looking too bad. I think, in my opinion, I played that pretty well. I'm not sure if it was like the optimal or correct play, but it was definitely not bad. Okay, Earthen Vessel, thinning out some lightning energy. Yeah, if they don't have an Iono, we just boss up Thorns or Cloak and win. So they really have to make a move here. Gonna attach it to Cloak. Will we see that Iono? Yeah, that we will. Okay. Well, this is what I'm scared of. This is why I was kind of scared. TM Evolution, that is not the card we want to see. Yeah, preemptively thinning the deck was probably then correct. But now we don't have a draw engine. And they will threaten game now, next turn. Yeah. 30-30 split is probably correct. Yeah, it's definitely correct. Then if I retreat into Fan Rotom, then they still have game. Nest Ball. Nest Ball doesn't do anything. Just gets me Fez. The only thing I could do here is... And it's like... Not only like not... I mean like not correct. I mean like it's such a bad play, but like the best thing I can do is retreat into Fez. So it's basically over. Like this, sure. And now we kind of lose here. Yeah, okay, the Iono was bad. Okay, yeah, I played that as at least was the best I could, but like I said beforehand, Iono in that situation just kind of killed us. So yeah, they're gonna Arven get counter catcher probably, since most Dragon Ball decks. Yeah, here there's the counter catcher. So yeah, round one. In the end, it got kind of close. So. Not a total. In the end, it got kind of close. We for sure could have won, if not for the Iono. But yeah, I mean, that's the game. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the Charizard, the Dunsparce deck. Make sure if you like the video to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the way to 600 subscribers. And yeah, definitely let me know what you think of the deck. In my opinion, this might be the best way to play Charizard. So if you want to play Charizard, try this build out, try it for yourself out, and yeah, definitely make sure to let me know what you think of this and what you yourself would change, or what kind of builds you are running right now. Yeah, also definitely let me know what other cards you would like to see in a future video. I guess that will be all, and I'll see you in the next one.